Hi guys, welcome back. And for me, after 40 months, I'm very happy to be finally be back in Hong Kong. This is my favorite destination. This is one of those places I make sure I go to at least once a year. Sadly, due to the pandemic, my last time here was November of 2019. And sadly at that, Hong Kong was having the rallies and protests at that time, so we didn't really enjoy it much. But now I'm really happy that we're finally back. By the way, this is my favorite area in Hong Kong, known as Causeway Bay. This is the hotel we stayed at. This is the Novotel Century in the Wan Chai area. Well, this is right beside Causeway Bay, but in generally the Causeway Bay is actually part of the Wan Chai district. This area is the where the financial, the business district are, and it's close to the convention center also, or the exhibition center. Now, why we stayed at this hotel? Because we are actually a member of the Accor member club, and I still had one extra free room to use. So we decided to use it here in Hong Kong instead of in Manila. The advantage also of having the card is if there's just the two of us dining and we use the card, basically I eat free or 50% off. So nasulit namin when we had breakfast. Their breakfast buffet is around 200 Hong Kong. So since I have the card, so it came out dalawa kami 200 na. So 200 is roughly 1/4, which is about the same price of mga buffet ngayon sa hotel sa Manila. But the food was really good. And it basically just came out to 700 pesos per person. For me, one of the biggest lure of why traveling to Hong Kong is really good is because of how efficient and how easy their public transport is. So getting around Hong Kong is quite an easy task. Even a beginner traveler will not have a problems going around. If you're on the Hong Kong Island side, remember when you're traveling to Hong Kong, either you're in the Kowloon side or in the Hong Kong Island side. If you're in the Hong Kong Island side, what you see here that we're riding on is what they call the ding ding. Ding ding, because when you hear it travel, you literally hear it ding 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 ding. This is what they call the Hong Kong tram. This is one of the oldest form of transportation in Hong Kong. This first operated in 1904. So you're looking at almost 120 years na nag-ooperate itong mga tram. Now, this is only for the Hong Kong side, the Hong Kong Island side. So which is yung, like I mentioned, Causeway Bay, Wan Chai. This is where Central, Admiralty, North Point, Quarry Bay, Shongwan. This is the Hong Kong side. So this is not the yung mga nakikita mo na the other travelers who are staying on the other island, which is the Kowloon Island, yung Tsim Sha Tsui. Sa iba yun, they don't have a tram. So this tram is only operating here in the Hong Kong side. And the beauty also of the tram, it's I think one of the cheapest way of traveling. Kasi they only charge 3 Hong Kong dollar no matter how far or how near yung distance nung basta pag sumakay ka doon sa tram, isang bayad lang, 3 Hong Kong dollar. Well, of course, you can pay cash, but the easiest way in paying for goods and services in Hong Kong is using what they call the octopus card. Here you can see I have the octopus card in my wallet and I just scan it. So tourists can actually buy a tourist octopus card that you don't have to return. And you can easily reload this card in many places. You can go to 7-Eleven to reload it. But the best place is in their subway stations. They actually have machines that you can just load money and top up the card. Now, to those who have no plans in returning to Hong Kong regularly, you can also just get parang rental of an octopus card. You just have to put a deposit. And then when you return the card before you leave Hong Kong, you get your deposit back. Octopus card is pretty much accepted in every establishment. So when we go out to eat, we actually use that. So very convenient. You don't have to be paying in cash, so you just have to reload that. Now, this is also what we use when we take the subway. Here now we are on the subway, which is the HK MTR or the Hong Kong MTR. This for me is the most efficient form of transportation I have used in even comparing it with any other countries. There's a lot of stations, so when you want to go to a specific place, just look it up on the map and you'll probably find an MTR station nearby. So it's actually very easy, very convenient. And this one goes from Hong Kong side to Kowloon side and all the way to the airport. So very convenient talaga yung HK MTR. And then like what we did with the Ding Ding, we also use the octopus card to just pay for the card. So we don't have to buy a ticket before we enter to travel. So we just go in, tap the octopus card, and then tap it again to exit. So madali rin intindihin yung map if you're going to follow the map. And if you have a hard time understanding the map, you can actually just go search in Google Map where you want to go, and then you look at the instructions on what train to take, what line to take, and they'll even tell you what time the train is arriving, and that is very, very accurate. Meron.
Meron pa rin. Mas
Pero
malakas,
mahina.
mas malakas lang pagka yung
Kasi mataas yung camera. Pag nilapit mo sa web, yung mga pasto.
请勿靠近車門，請不要靠近車門。Please stand back from the train doors.
Let's go window shopping for motorcycle accessories and gear here in Hong Kong. Tara, let's. This is the store named Helmet King. No, but though the name is Helmet King, they actually sell a lot more than just helmets. I actually like this shop because the products they sell is nicely curated. Reminds me a lot of my favorite store, MotoMart in Manila. But once you compare the prices here and the Manila, the price difference is actually not too big that makes you want to say, okay, I'll buy it here. Because sometimes, like if I buy a helmet, if I'm going to save like just 1,000 pesos or 2,000 at most, the hassle of transporting the helmet to Manila, it's not really worth that 1 to 2,000 pesos saved out of something that is maybe 25 to 30,000. So that's even less than 5% lang masasave mo.
We're on our way to another bike shop, but this time we're taking the bus.
Taking the bus around Hong Kong is actually very easy. All you have to do is you can use Google Maps, like I mentioned a while ago. And Google Maps will tell you where to wait and what bus number to take. And it will show you exact time the bus is arriving also. This is MotoMart in To Kwa Wan. So this is a part of Hong Kong that is not where tourists go. As compared to Helmet King, this shop pretty much has everything and everything. So medyo magulo yung store nila. Pero with this store, they do have a lot of stuff on discount. I even found like an Alpine Star boots that was on 50% off. Tapos, this is where I actually bought something, but I'll post about that in another vlog.
Okay, that's it. Time for me to do my own shopping.
I'm taking you guys to my favorite restaurant here in Hong Kong, here in Causeway Bay. It's the Yishun Milk Company. What you eat here is the steamed milk. It's like eating taho. The texture is the same, the smoothness is the same, but it's made of milk. It's not made of soy. So it's not gelatin. This is softer, really like taho texture. And then they steam it with egg whites. It's really, really good. So this is something I never miss when I go to Hong Kong. So this is our last day here in Hong Kong, and this is my third time eating here for this trip. So I'll show you later how it looks. I hope there's not a lot of people here. Here's the restaurant. Yishun Milk Company. Can I get a red bean? Red bean hot and milk coffee.
Milk coffee 啊
Yeah.
，hot coffee
Hot.
啊。
去完了吗？昨天刚回来。
So just finished my quick treat. By the way, you can order it in either hot or cold. I do like mine hot. But they do have chocolate, they do have coffee flavor. Those are better cold. And I think the chocolate you can only order cold. Now, it is a little pricey. I paid 76 Hong Kong dollar for one coffee and one steamed milk with red bean. So that's roughly around 550 pesos for those two. So medyo mahal, but with the price of Starbucks coffee now almost 200 pesos. So, pero mahal talaga food here in Hong Kong. It's not cheap. And this is what pretty much ate up my budget here in Hong Kong is eating out. We average around 150 Hong Kong dollars per meal for me and my wife. So mga $75. So that puts it at around 400 to 500 pesos for an affordable meal. But if you really want a really good meal, expect to pay 100 Hong Kong dollars with drinks per person per meal. Okay? So if you're going to go to Hong Kong, please give the Yishun Milk Company a try. Try out the steamed milk. We used to have one in Manila, but when the restaurants in the Century Mall closed, I couldn't find one anymore. Though I've done my own milk, steamed milk. It was okay. It doesn't. I guess it's the milk itself that is why I can't get it to taste the same. Masarap yung milk nila kasi. But the process is not easy. So, I guess wala masyado nagbebenta sa Manila. And unlike Taho, mas madali yung there's someone who makes it the big process. This one, you really have to work small batches kasi you have to steam it. Okay, try it and then let me know once you've tried it. How do you like it? I'm here at the Hong Kong International Airport, so about to leave for Manila. So see you.